Hello and welcome to NBFC's Tomorrow. We are going to map what the future of NBFC is going to be, especially from a data revolution, from a digital transformation perspective in this interesting conversation with two of industry's luminary CEOs from the technology sectors, which have a lot to do with the NBFCs and banks and financial institutions. Friends, join me in welcoming Mr. Piyush Somani, who is the CMD and founder of ESDS and has really created a revolution in the world of data centers, cloud, and digital transformation, apart from his philanthropic activities and CSR activities that he has been doing during the COVID times and otherwise as well. Piyush, welcome to Banking Frontiers Live and to NBFC's Tomorrow.
Thank you, Babu. Thank you, Sandeep.
And joining me today is another great luminary from the world of infrastructure, technology, storage, who has been a mastermind with some of the largest storage companies in the world. And today he is the managing director of Veeam, which is another very, very strong player in the area of infrastructure, storage, availability, and in the center of digital transformation. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Sandeep Bhambure, the MD of Veeam.
Hey, thank you very much, Babu, for having me here. And it's always a pleasure to share this platform with Piyush, because then we know that we are on a very comfortable wicket out here.
Partnerships always go a long, long way. Great. Fantastic. So, gentlemen, let me start with this conversation with the basic, criteria. Today, the CIOs are undoubtedly taking cloud as one of their most important priority areas, and this is a no-brainer for all of us. And there is a plethora of choice of cloud in the market today. So considering all this, when you are trying to look at the financial services institutions, especially the NBFCs, what do you think should be the way the CIOs of the financial institutions should think when they are adopting the cloud today in midst of all these changes that have happened and all these revolutions that have happened in the area of cloud? Piyush, can I ask you?
Yes. Thank you, Babu. So I would like to take this question. Now, if you look at the NBFCs, the kind of digital transformation, so there are some new generation NBFCs and there are some old generation NBFCs. Now, because there is an advantage being a new generation NBFC, you do not have a legacy or you do not have problem of carrying a baggage with you of outdated applications and databases. So definitely the new generation NBFCs are having an advantage. But NBFCs that were born more than a decade ago and that are carrying a baggage with them, legacy applications and databases with them, they are struggling at this point of time with their digital transformation journey because you cannot carry this outdated applications or the core banking softwares which do not support or which cannot be ported on cloud. Now, India's, if you see top 3 or 4 core banking softwares, you will see that they do not run on cloud platform. So how can a large bank or an NBFC take that on a cloud platform? They cannot. So they need a kind of a tailor-made solution. And that is where the concept of banking community cloud was born. So being a cloud service provider, we partner together with companies like Veeam and help them to deliver a complete end-to-end digital transformation solution.
Fantastic. Great answer, Piyush. And I think from there, let me just go to, Sandeep. Now, how can organization dovetail all this together to get the relevant output for their businesses? Any suggestions, Sandeep?
Yeah, so we all know that for every byte of data that's get created, you end up backing 8 to 10 times that data and whatever technology you use. And And when we know that the digital universe for us is doubling, not in 2 years, but less than a year now, looking at the explosion of data, the challenge that is in front of corporations and particularly the banking fraternity is even bigger than what it was. So um, and you need a very radical approach to managing data or backing up and securing this data. That is one of the top challenges that I believe is there across the industry. And as an organization, we are in the forefront of ensuring that the right and optimal technologies and IPs are created and used by companies so that they don't end up backing so much of data, or for that matter, look at reusability of data. So we know that the traditional backup technologies have done not just protected the data, but actually they have put most of the customers into a very big problem of creating a whole lot of non-performing data assets. Banking customers will understand that very well, because we have tons of data that is lying in either tapes or in storage repository, which is not really creating that value for the business. We must take a completely radical approach to managing and protecting data. We are saying that even the backup data needs to be reusable for the business. Okay, so you're not just creating tons of non-performing assets, data assets for the organization, but you are making sure that this data could be used for test and development, for alerting against ransomware, for mining of this information so that you can throw value back to your business.
Now, as a advice to the CIOs who are into their digital transformation journey, okay, how can a service provider in the cloud like ESDS work with these organizations and make sure that they can fast track their transformation?
Yeah, so thanks, Babu. Now, one question I would like to ask the CIOs is like, do you have a future roadmap of your NBFC, that where is my NBFC going to be 2 years, 3 years down the line, and what is going to be the contribution of my team in that? So I believe that for me or for any of the NBFCs, speed, uptime, the performance, and the having lowest latency, all that becomes the most important thing, and that can be delivered only by an external cloud service provider, which is who can also give you customized solution, tailor-made solutions that you require for your Indian challenges, and who can also be trustworthy, who can be also reliable enough that the data remains in India, all certification, compliances, SOC, everything is there in place. So identification of the right partner becomes crucial for a CIO who is looking for digital transformation.
Now, since there has been so much of focus on availability, Sandeep, if I may ask you, how has the concept of availability been in the last few years? I have seen regulators putting harsher penalties globally on availability to the financial institutions globally, even in India for that matter. So from your perspective, how has availability improved in the last few months or last few years? And how is the cost of availability going up or down, according to you?
I was talking to a bunch of executives like 2 decades back on availability, and this was the banking fraternity. Okay, the most important message for them was around RPO and RTO. How much data can you afford to lose? How much downtime can you afford to have for your business? And 2 decades down the line, we are having the same challenge.
Interesting. So this brings me to the most important rapid fire question for both of you. Security is something which is absolutely non-compromisable. So Piyush, how has the security levels gone up in the recent past, especially from a cloud perspective? Okay, especially when you are working in a banking cloud atmosphere where a lot of financial services customers are working with you. How do you see this security levels going notches higher? And what kind of trust can customer expect now?
People are trusting their own employees. the devices of employees. So they are saying that, okay, I am not on the internet. I have completely protected my softwares, my applications, databases from the internet. I am using an MPLS network. So I am secure. I don't need a WAF. I don't need a scanner to scan my applications. I don't need an internal firewall or an external firewall. I don't need a SIM. People say that because I protected myself, but one of your users, one of your employees, the laptop that he is using, is that laptop safe enough? That laptop is not safe enough. That laptop is vulnerable. We saw this happening to a lot of customers in the between. So they got, one of their employees got this ransomware, got their primary data center infected, and then from their primary data center it went to their near DR and their DR also. Everything encrypted. Now this kind of customers approached us, what can we do? And we've helped them recover from those situations. And actually, we played a very, very crucial role, because we have backups of all our customers running or being done to using the Vim software, and it helped us big time to help a lot of customers recover their data. But each and every organization doesn't need to learn by making mistakes themselves. You have to learn sometimes by mistakes of others. So what mistake others have done is, they've trusted their own people, did not have antivirus on their people's machine, and that network, the network between your employee's laptop and your data center, is not secure at all. So getting that into shape is very, very important, and that is where we are educating our customers now. And we've helped a lot of customers to transform from MPLS network to a web VPN solution. And then all the data that gets uploaded onto the servers or onto the database system. So we've ensured that there are internal firewalls also, there is WAF also, there is application scanner. So we make sure that the applications are also continuously scanned. We have a product, VTM Scan, which is very similar to Stop the Hacker. And you must be knowing that Stop the Hacker made a big fortune when they got acquired by Cloudflare. So security is a very, very straightforward thing. There cannot be any deviations at all. You need to have 7 layers of security. You can have more layers of security, but to run a NBFC and to be successful, you will need to have 7 layers of security. And let me clarify that you will not have any latency because of security. Security doesn't increase the latency. Security will only improve the performance, because once you are confident enough that my systems are secure enough, you will always work on other things to improve your speed. So security of your home is your job. Do you leave it at the hands of police? You do not leave at the hands of the police. You yourself install cameras and everything. So same way, security of your NBFC's business is also your responsibility. Do not leave in the hands of someone else.
Correct. There is no compromise on the basic fundamentals of security at any point of time. Sandeep, any other areas in security in terms of areas like in various segments within security in data protection that you want to add other than what?
So I agree with Piyush completely. Reverse auction cannot really help you make the choice of the best technology. You really need to put in a lot of scrutiny and understanding of what is good for your organization, and completely with him on that. What Veeam is able to offer to its customers is building the last line of defense. And what I mean by that is, assume that for whatever reasons, good, bad, ugly, your data does get compromised and an NBFC is hit by a ransomware attack. How resilient can the business be? So to make that business resilient and ensure that the data is protected despite whatever eventuality, they need to look at solutions that can help to render a completely air-gapped copy of backup. Make sure that your data is 100% secure against ransomware. We do that by allowing customers to push the backup copy to an S3 compliant object storage on the cloud. The data could be on-prem on a Linux hardened repository. Just make sure that despite the ransomware attack, which can actually change the data or encrypt the data and do whatever, you still able to recover and make it completely immutable, for the bank. So, I mean, these are the things that that banks need to really expect from the availability vendor, because this could really cause disruption to their business.
Going by a traditional approach or your past experience, some kind of a setup that you deployed 5 or 6 years back, let me tell you that in last 5 years, just storage performance and storage capacity has multiplied by 25 times at the same price. If you bought a certain size of a storage for 5 crore rupees 5 years back, you get 25 times better storage with 25 times IOPS today in the market. So the world has transformed now. And as a service provider, we all the time are there in it. We are all the time buying the best of the software. Our data center performance is, we keep on thinking of like how we can give the fastest of the storage, how we can give the lowest latency to the customer. And that we do day in and day out. We do not change our infrastructure every 5 years. We are actually upgrading every 3 months. So that kind of knowledge allows us to help our customers with their digital transformation journey. And our advice to, and in India, let me tell you that if you go outside India to a service provider, they charge you on hourly basis just to give a solution document to you or a proposal to you. They charge for it. In India, it doesn't cost at all. You come to a service provider like us, get our team to work for you for 2 days, get a complete solution design, and then you take a decision with whom to go ahead with. We do not bother about that. But as a cloud service provider, an Indian cloud service provider who has tailor-made banking community cloud first in India to do something like that, we understand challenges of this country, and we are here to transform each and every BFSI organization in this country, not just restricted to the NBFCs.
Fantastic, fantastic. Sandeep, any addition from your side?
Yeah, sure. So, you cannot really transform your data center and production without really transforming your protection. Okay, and my message to all the NBFCs and the fraternity that we are talking to today is do take that chance, because for you to be ahead in the race, you will have to start with disrupting yourself. There's a lot of legacy as far as backup and availability is concerned in every data center, and customers need to look at more modern ways of protecting their data and their workloads as they adopt and work with friends of mine like Piyush. And the most important driver for them should be how reliable can their business be. They of course need to have their the cost in mind, but reliability, availability of the business. Are they able to drive more agility into their IT? Are they able to remove complexity from their environment and make it very simple for them to run their business rather than spending in managing IT? I think these are the things that the banking fraternity needs to look at when they do go about their transformation.
Thank you, Sandeep. I think that was a very good conversation. And ultimate objective is the organizations need to simplify to amplify their products and services, and leave the complexities to partners like you and Piyush, who can manage the complexities in a very, very subtle, safe, simple, and risk-free manner. Ultimately, the organizations are into the business of managing the capital risk and the financial risk, and leave the kind of security and technology risk to experts like you, and make it a simplified world to grow and thrive together. Great. I think we have had a fantastic conversation. Thank you very much, both of you, for this wonderful sharing. And we look forward to more such interesting sharing with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Babu. Thank you, Sandeep.
Thank you. Take care.
Thanks.